Hello, welcome to the Bible Takeaway, where you can expect to snack on the who, what and when of a particular Bible filling. For dessert, you have an option of a few quiz questions to help your digestion of the content. This is a Bible summary of Ezra. Ezra sees the return of good fortunes of the Israelites and is set during the return from exile in Babylon. What to expect in Ezra? After the Israelites have been in exile for 70 years, they are allowed to return to their land. Ezra leads the rebuilding of the temple. The key people in Ezra are Cyrus, Zerubbabel, and Ezra. For a key passage, try Ezra chapter 1, verses 2 and 3. This is what Cyrus, king of Persia, says. "The Lord, the God of heaven, has given me all the kingdoms of the earth, and he has appointed me to build a temple for him at Jerusalem in Judah. Any of his people among you may go up to Jerusalem in Judah and build the temple of the Lord, the God of Israel, the God who is in Jerusalem, and may their God be with them." As a summary, chapter 1, Cyrus says, "Let the Lord's people go up to Jerusalem and rebuild the temple." He gives the articles from the temple to Sheshbazzar. In chapter 3, the Israelites make regular offerings. When the builders lay the foundations of the temple, the Levites sing praise to God. In chapter 4, enemies hinder the work in Judah. Rehum writes to Artaxerxes, "Jerusalem is a rebellious city," so Artaxerxes stops the building. In chapter 6, Darius issues a decree. The cost of the temple shall come from the treasury. The temple is completed, and the Israelites celebrate. In chapter 8, I assembled the family heads from Babylon and gave the gifts from the temple to the Levites. We came to Jerusalem and made offerings. In chapter 10, the Israelites weep. They all assemble and Ezra says, "Separate from your foreign wives." The family heads investigate the matter. So what's the takeaway from Ezra? Well, sometimes God uses unexpected people to achieve his purposes, even the bad guys. Just when we think we know how he works, he does something that completely surprises us. And now, a quick quiz. Question 1. Who let the Israelites go to Jerusalem? Question 2. Who received the temple articles? Question 3. Which group sang praise as the foundations were being laid? Question 4. Who wrote to complain about Jerusalem? Question 5. Where did the money from the temple come from? Question 6. Were the gifts from the temple shared equally? And question 7. How had the Israelite men been unfaithful to God? And now the answers. Cyrus released the Israelites, and Sheshbazzar received the articles. It was the Levites that sang praise, and Rehum wrote Bard of Jerusalem. The answer to question 5, the treasury paid for the temple, and all the gifts went to the Levites. And the last question, the Israelites had taken foreign wives. And there you go. If you have a different takeaway or a personal favourite key passage, please feel free to leave a comment below. Until next time, goodbye and God bless.